I'd like to begin with the following statement. And I've thought about this for a while.
Okay.
And don't ask me why this came in my head, but it did.
Being.
Dear Ben Simmons, you a bitch.
Thank you for stating the obvious.
Was it Ben Simmons, the Invisible Man?
The
Don't
NBA
ask,
version
okay?
of John. He's the NBA version of John Cena.
Right.
Let's
go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh yeah!
And away we go.
And then some. Good morning and welcome to the Wacky Wednesday Express edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. Why is this Express? Because we're going to act a fool today. I've got a test to study for, and I've got 2 games to cover.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So
means
we're getting really wacky. The question is, how wacky are we being allowed to get?
Correct.
I'll answer it the best way I can.
Okay.
We're going to finally tape a Patreon segment of this of
This edition?
this show. Yes.
Okay.
We're finally going to put a Patreon out there. I've been teasing it for 2 years, and we're finally going to make time to do it. Can't do it here because our stations are with us.
Okay.
But,
So we got to do what our truth says and got to keep it PG.
Keep it
we
clean.
got to keep it clean, especially considering my beautiful wife wrote a sign above me that hangs in my office. But that don't mean we can't get a little bit stupid. I'm going to warn everybody right now. Had a slate planned. Thumbnail done. Description done.
Mm-hmm.
And for the next few minutes, we're not going to do any of it. In other words,
We're going to act a fool.
while we were on, we going to act a fool. Because while we were on the road to Seymour, Indiana, this happened.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronsexual Confessions.
Oh, hell. We're starting off with this.
Yes, we are.
I never thought. How does my wife describe it? That in Republican, conservative, backassward, small town Indiana,
That's one way to put it.
Yes, it is.
that at 9 o'clock in the morning, this would happen.
Oh, boy.
Let's have a conversation with a Bronsexual.
What you
You
mean?
This idiot, this fool, this thing had the nerve, because I made a comment to my wife about the players we used to watch.
Yes.
Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, of course, Michael Jordan, Larry Joe Bird,
Clyde Drexler, Max Johnson.
the old school.
Yes.
Let me guess. This fool, this dummy, this moron had the gall, the guts, the balls, and the kavorka to say,
Quote, I don't know what kind of basketball you watched, but it can't match what we see today. Close dumbass quote.
Wait, what?
what if I started with that add on to the close quote?
Wait, what was said?
I will say it again.
Please.
Don't.
This, I know my brain already hurts. This idiot had the nerve in Republican, conservative, backassward, small town Indiana, and thank you, Dr. K, for that, to say to us, quote, I don't know what kind of basketball you watched, but it can't compare to what we see today.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Close dumbass quote.
Why do we give these people? Why do we give these people attention? Especially when that comes out. When that comes out,
Chris, I need you.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Listen, Cole Johnson explained it best. We don't look for this stuff. It finds us.
I can't believe we're gonna say this.
And like yeah.
But I have actually heard members of the Moroccan Republic of Cowboys Nation refute this very argument.
Well, this guy didn't.
Oh God, this ranks up there with what I had happen.
I know a guy.
Listen, A Pizzle had something happen to him. I had something happen to me. The Oracle had something happen to him. And of course, Vikla, who still lives in my hometown of Chicago, where the king rose to his throne in the 90s.
Yep. I was there to see it.
Yep. I looked at this guy. I didn't ask him to repeat it a third time, thank the Lord. My wife was dragging me saying, we got to go. So we went. In there, took care of business, come back out.
Oh no.
And he says you couldn't refute my argument.
Oh God.
I said I could, but it would take me all day and I got ish to do.
And you're not really worthy of my time, to be honest.
Jody's waving me along. I'm being nice. I'm not talking to this idiot.
But he's talking to you.
But he's talking to me. He's yapping away at me. I nearly did this.
Oh my God, that's Austin's music.
I should have done that, but this fool, before I could climb into my wife's truck,
Opened his mouth again.
opened his whole mouth and delivered a challenge I couldn't answer simply because I didn't have the time.
Oh, what did this dumb say now?
He said, quote, "Did your favorite player ever play 23 years and get all the records?"
Do you want to tell him or should I?
Close quote.
Do you want to tell him or should I?
Just a moment. I looked at my wife. She looked at me. And she said, "You have 120 seconds." Yeah.
You have 120 seconds.
She started counting and started the truck.
You have 48 hours, Mr. Johnson.
Exactamundo. My wife said, "You got 120 seconds." Then she gave me the most wicked smile she's ever given me in 8 years and said, "Get him." I walked over to this, looked him in the eye, and said, "My favorite player, who is the greatest to ever play, has done more in 13 seasons than Yo Kang has done in 23 full seasons." I walked off.
Oh,
13,
no.
13
mouth
seasons. 13
went-
seasons because we don't want to talk about Washington.
Right.
His mouth went agape through the ground. I climbed in the truck and we hauled ass.
Nice.
We haul ass.
We hauled ass.
Like, we are getting out of here. We
Like,
are not going to contend
we
with
are
this.
getting the blue, we are getting the blue hell out of here, and we ain't coming back unless we have to. Jody started laughing.
Of course she did.
Nice.
And said, "Did you have to hit him with that one?"
Yes.
I said, "Honey, do me a 3-word favor." And she's already giggling. And she says, "Let's hear it. Find the lie."
There you go.
I mean, when you only get 120 seconds, it's like a home run derby. You got to hit everything you got.
Right.
Yep. I said, "You only gave me 2 minutes. I only needed 1.
You only needed 30 seconds.
I said, "Find the lie." And she repeated something to me that had me laughing so hard I was melting.
Lie couldn't be found.
Yep. She looked me square in the face and says, "That lie can't be found." Why? Because yes, LeBron, it is you.
And your brown liquor.
You. It always will be you. Forever and ever. Amen.
Oh, God.
And now, for the first time in about 4 weeks, I get to say this. Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of the Bronsexual Confessions.
Coming up next, before we continue with more of the frivolity, in a playful way, I get to stick my tongue out at A Pizzle and at Napoleon Dynamite. What do I mean by that? You'll find out in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boo Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
Here, Bronsexuals.
You fool! What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the morning.
Hey, yeah.
I love our community.
Me too. 19 after the hour.
I gotta explain why.
Go ahead.
As you guys know, we have a lot of people in our community, whether it's no is required or, of course, Shooting Lights Out. So I got a chance to watch Shooting Lights Out yesterday. Not yesterday, but Monday while I was at the gym.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Playmaker was talking about something. And all I heard while I'm working out was, for Paul George.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
What have we started?
And Cole was like, why you guys sound like Snowman? Why you guys?
and of course.
Okay, so I didn't catch all of what happened with the trade. Miami sent Paul George to Milwaukee for Giannis.
For Giannis.
For Paul George. Now I'm going to have to cut that and use it.
That was incredible.
That's a new graphic.
That was.
You know what? What have we started with
But
that?
you know what? I like it because we do
love
take
it.
a lot of stuff from that group. You know, Chapel Bill and
Yep.
We need to see it.
Oh, we borrowed.
And, you know,
look,
that's
they
a lot.
borrowed. Listen, what makes it great is that they've borrowed endlessly from us and we from them.
Yeah.
We've borrowed endlessly from each other.
I mean, look
Now
at
I'm
what's
gonna
going
cut
on. Look
that.
at what's
I'm
going
gonna
over.
find that I'm gonna find that segment and I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna use it. All
I mean,
right.
Look at what we've ended up sending over to Jen's community and what's come
Oh
back
my
from
God.
there.
Oh my Lord. What haven't we sent over there?
Time. Ball start.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ball start.
Yeah.
We sent this.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Yep.
I can tell you the next sound is going to be.
That's a lie.
We've sent over the whole Bronsexual thing because that made its way over.
I mean, why? Listen. That made its way over. And then during a spelling bee that I got talked into on a Sunday night where I was trying to be lazy, this happened.
Hemorrhoid. Lebron. Hemorrhoid.
You are correct, sir.
Thank you. I retire.
Shut the whole spelling bee down. We were on the air for a good 90 minutes.
Yes.
We were on Jen's stream for a good 90 minutes. That happened and shut the whole thing down. I went to bed.
Yep.
Now, as I teased before the go ahead, dog.
I was about to say, I mean, the joke was there writing itself.
Yeah, it was. But it's LeBron. The joke always writes itself.
I'm just the one that actually ended up inking it.
No, you didn't think it. You said it aloud.
Including this one. This rant has been brought to you by Genevieve Yoso's Couches. Duck.
The next time she's on there with this, I'm going to visualize that. Anyway, 23 after the hour, and I said something before the break involving two of our dearest friends, A Pizzle and Napoleon Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Old Snowman gets to stick his tongue out at both of them. Why? Take a listen. I'll start with Napoleon. And Napoleon, I'm having fun with this. Once upon a time, the Oakland Athletics were in first place in the American League West Division.
Uh-oh.
We went to Sacramento and kicked their ass.
Yeah.
Then one of the best teams in the majors in the Atlanta Braves came to the South Side. And we kicked their ass.
Yes, we did.
We didn't play all three because of inclement weather for game number 3.
Bad weather.
Yep. The Atlanta Braves are A Pizzle's team. And Pizzle, I know it is way premature because it's only June and it's not October.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Pizzle, we'll see you back on the South Side in October.
Ooh.
Which brings me to this.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, I gave an order to our beloved White Sox.
You sure did.
Don't think about Cleveland. Don't worry about Cleveland. They're coming into your house. You got one job to do. Don't play with your food. Don't mess with your food. Just kick their ass. We get a walk-off single on a walk-off 2-run single on a Monday.
Nope, Tuesday.
No, Tuesday. I heard that. Nope.
Shut
Tuesday.
it down. Shut it down.
Dr. K
It's
strikes
done.
again.
Dr. K strikes again.
Dr. K strikes again.
So I got the
and I'm waiting for her to come up. And I'm waiting for her to come over here. So we get a walk-off single on Monday night.
No, you do not, and you need to hush up about it because you're just wrong.
I'm just wrong.
You're just wrong.
No, I'm not, because I watched it.
That's profiling.
And profiling is wrong. And people wonder why I have loved her for the last 8 years.
Right.
Tuesday night, we get a pitcher's duel.
Yes. That was a great game.
That was a wonderful game. Both of these games were wonderful games. Don't get it twisted. Both of these games were terrific. And I think this will be a more than likely October matchup. We will see Cleveland again in October.
Oh, yeah.
They are that damn good. We beat them 2-1 last night, which is the kind of game the kind of series I kind of figured
was going to happen.
We were going to have.
Right.
Because, as I said, and I make these jokes all the time, but I know how good the Cleveland Indians are. I know how good the Cleveland Guardians are, okay? I am not stupid. I have watched them play. They are a hell of a team. They weren't in first place for a long time for nothing. But we're in first place now by a full game clear of Cleveland. At 2:10 Eastern time today, 1:10 Central time is the third and final game of this series. We will see them plenty more because they are division opponents.
Yeah.
They are division opponents.
And I said this before a while back.
Mm-hmm.
The Cavs got to the semis.
Mm-hmm.
The Cleveland Indians / Guardians are doing dynamite numbers. I mean, they are tearing up,
man. They're great.
How bad does this speak to the Browns?
We'll talk about that next segment.
How bad do the Browns have to feel?
Don't get me started.
And we're the Cleveland Browns.
Oh my God! Yes.
And to a point, and we're the Cleveland Cavaliers. Why? Because it always happens to Craig Elo. We get to today. Dear Chicago White Sox, you got one job today.
Finish it.
Don't play with your food. You won the series. And a great fact that I saw last night, this is the 9th straight home series win by the White Sox. It's their longest streak of series wins at home. You ready for this? Since 2003.
2003.
9th straight home series win. Longest streak at home at New Comiskey Park / US Cellular Field / whatever the hell they call it now since 2003. Don't mess around. All right? You send these engines back to Cleveland with their tail between their asses. I know, bad joke.
You send them home with an L.
Thank you, Victor. You send these engines home with 3 great big fat And remember, the White Sox are doing this without Munetaka Murakami, who is on the shelf with a groin injury. And you had to think and you had to figure, and Victor and I talked about this after we got our ass kicked in Miami. Somebody needs to step up, and it needs to happen on a daily basis. Those were Victor's words.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. And last night, Miguel El Tigre Vargas gave us the winning run with a 6th inning no-doubter. I mean, let me borrow Shane's words, and I'm going to ask the stations to forgive me.
Uh-oh.
Miguel Vargas launched a piss missile.
A swamp donkey.
A swamp donkey.
Donkey.
Out in the left field. That some bitch went flying and look. Let me borrow Victor's. Wait, let me borrow Victor's words. As soon as he hit it, I saw that bitch grow two legs and leave.
Cussing.
Just like, you ain't hitting me anymore. Just land on the street on 30. Just land on the street on 35th Street saying, "Hit me." I already got smacked out of the ballpark.
Right.
That ball had a vapor trail on it longer than an F-16.
Right.
That ball had a vapor trail on it longer than the Cleveland Browns losing streak.
That too.
That ball had a vapor trail longer than the Cleveland Browns list of quarterbacks.
That too.
That vapor trail had that thing had a vapor trail. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. That thing had a vapor trail longer than the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, that too.
Forgive me, Shane, in advance.
Oh, no.
That thing had a vapor trail longer than Tuukka Rask's glove after Bickle and Bolin went through it.
Oh, jeez.
Really? You had to go there?
It could have been Graffinino.
Longer than the skirt Graffinino wore at second base?
Yes.
I'll make that joke. Longer than LeBron James's hairline?
That too.
Longer. Longer than LeBron James's career achievements. Oh, wait, there ain't that many.
Exactly.
Longer than that thing had a vapor trail longer than Steph Curry's 3-pointer from half court. Several times.
The only thing longer than that vapor trail is Steph Curry's range. Yes.
Yes. What is Steph Curry's range coming onto the court? Yes. What is Frank Thomas's range when he sees a ball heading his way? Yes. What is Ken Griffey's range when he sees a ball heading his way toward his bat? Yes.
Upper deck.
What is David Ortiz's range when he sees a ball coming his way and he lets go of it out of the ballpark? Yes.
Lansdowne Street.
What is Caitlin Clark's range when she steps on a court? Yes.
The technical problem. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that later. But that's what happened. A different hero has stepped up for the White Sox every night, especially after we got our ass kicked in Miami. And I will say it again the way I said it on Monday. The series that turned this season around for the Southsiders is when they kick Toronto's ass. They sent them back to the Sky Dome with their asses between their legs in a sweep.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 of those 3 wins were walk-off wins. Yes. What is Vladimir Guerrero's home run range? Yes.
Yes.
Damien, you ain't right, but you ain't wrong either.
That thing had a vapor trail longer than Jaylen Brown's tenure in Boston. Ouch.
He ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. That thing had a vapor trail longer than Alex Cora's reign in Boston.
You ain't wrong there either.
No.
That thing had a vapor trail longer than the shortest home run hit by Aaron Judge.
Oof.
Ow.
And we know how long those things can get. Michael K is still calling one from the past, and it's 2026 already.
Right.
John Sterling's still calling one.
Thank you. You went where I was going to go. John Sterling still calling that home run. God, look. God love you to the late, great John Sterling. And I can't believe I'm saying late because I love listening to John. And listen, John Sterling, your legacy is forever, my friend. And to my buddy Dave Sims, you're carrying it on, and I love you. I mean it.
Aaron Judge hit a home run so high one time, Stacey King's looking at it like, it wants to go higher.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I think this one's for Pizzle. All the best power hitters, Canseco, McGuire, Judge, Thomas, Griffey, any of the great power hitters, all they had to do was look at the ball before they even swung it, and they said,
now get out my face, you thirsty bitches.
Pretty much. Andres Galarraga, anybody?
Andres the Giant Galarraga, Barry U.S. Bonds, Kirby Union Gap Puckett,
Cargo himself, Carlos
Gonzalez, El Caballo, Carlos Lee,
Jose the Animal Batista,
Jermaine Live and Let Die, AJ Pierzynski against Ryan Dumpster in the Cubs.
Oh God.
Man Ram against the Angels, game 3.
And the Red Sox are winners. I remember that call.
In the bat flip, all he did was just throw his hands up and the bat fell behind him because he knew.
Hell. Any home run hit by Derek Jeter.
Number 2, Derek Jeter.
I said all that to say this. This is a good White Sox team. Period. They got a hell of a pitching performance yesterday from Sean Burke, who went 7 1/3 innings. And kudos to Will Venable for letting his pitchers pitch.
Yeah. Too many times we've seen managers get so trigger happy to need to pull the hook.
Give me this button. Jay Spivey, this is for you. Analytics. Sometimes managers get so tied up on analytics they think, are you kidding me? Not Will Venable. Kudos to Will Venable for letting his players figure it out.
And play.
Right?
And play.
Letting his players play. And most importantly, letting his pitchers pitch. Now, only one problem remains for the White Sox.
And that is?
Solve the bullpen.
Yeah.
We need a closer. All right?
A bona fide certified closer.
I have a candidate for a White Sox closer.
And that is?
His name is Sean Newcomb. Why am I nominating him? For the simplest of reasons. He's a lefty. That trail is longer than what Cameron Carr's NBA career is going to be, thanks to the Lakers. Same goes for Bronny and Bryce. Yep. And again, kudos to Will Venable for saying analytics. Sean Burke is dealing. I'm going to let him deal. And Greg Newton, listen, Sean Burke and Cleveland starting pitcher, his name is escaping me right now. Shane, look that up for me, will you please? It was last night's game. His name is on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. It was a pitcher's duel last night. That's what I love watching. It had all the makings of an old school Nolan Ryan versus Steve Carlton kind of thing. The only mistake that the Cleveland and he's a Cleveland pitcher was a lefty. The only mistake he made was to Miguel Vargas, who whacked that thing and had a vapor trail longer than LeBron James's. Never mind.
Vapor trail longer than Cam Newton's list of excuses as to why he lost a Super Bowl.
That works. That thing had a vapor trail longer than the list of excuses to keep Roger Craig out of the Hall of Fame.
Ooh. Come on. They fixed it. They fixed it.
I'm still using it, doggone it.
Parker
Messick. Thank you, Parker Messick. And Parker Messick, give me this button. Dear Cleveland, y'all better keep Parker Messick. Don't do what the Tigers are going to do with Tariq Skubal, because Parker Messick is a bad.
He's a dog. He is a dog.
Dude has a slider.
Yep.
That will take anybody out.
7 2/3, 2 earned, 3 runs, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts.
I saw that slider. I said, if I'm going against that, I'm putting the bat down. I'm putting
the bat down. I'm taking my gear off and I'm walking away.
I'm going back to the bench. And I'm grabbing popcorn afterwards.
Listen, Parker Messick is a bad.
He is.
I said it.
He is.
But so was Sean Burke. Burke and Parker. Listen, Sean Burke and Parker Messick went pitch for pitch last night.
Yeah. Burke went 6 1/3, 6 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts.
Man. And again, kudos to Will Venable for letting his pitchers pitch. Now, you got the first 2, White Sox. Finish the job.
Please.
Don't let them have a breath of life until we come kick their ass in Cleveland later this year. I'm greedy. I want the sweep. I want to be 2 games in front before we go on the road again.
Yep.
And if all the momentum is with the White Sox right now, after they got swept in Detroit to win the first 2 against Cleveland and seize first place in the division.
What is that favorite song? I want it all. And
I want it all, and I want it all now. I want it now. Finish the job, White Sox. I will use Victor's words. Don't play with your food.
Yeah.
I'll say it. They are challengers.
They're contenders.
They are contenders. The Indians and the White Sox. Listen, when Ryan McCarthy and I did our season preview, we said Indians and Tigers for the Central Division. But then Ryan made a point to me about Munetaka Murakami and how he can supercharge an offense. Munetaka Murakami has supercharged this offense. But when he went down with an injury, everybody else has stepped up for this White Sox team, especially at home. I'm going to give y'all a stat that I thought I would never see again, not even in 2021. In the last 27 games, the Chicago White Sox are 23-4 at home.
Wow.
Let me repeat that. In the last 27 games at New Comiskey Park, the White Sox are 23-4. This is coming from a team in which 2 years ago lost 121 games.
Yeah.
Was the bottom of the barrel, the laughing stock.
Thank you.
The Chicago White Sox for the last 2 years lost 100 games.
The ass end of every
they were the
joke in Chicago.
Look, they were every Cleveland Browns, New York Jets, Los Angeles Clippers joke you can think think of in the past 2 years.
Yep.
Hell, they were every Tuukka Rask joke I could think of in the past 3 years.
Oh, for God's sake.
Aaron Rodgers jokes.
Aaron Rodgers,
Cam
Lamar
Newton
Jackson,
jokes.
Cam Newton, DJ Moore. Every kind of joke we could think of, the White Sox were it and worse.
And more, yeah.
In 2 seasons, the White Sox lost 223 games in the last 2 seasons. And now they are a game ahead of Cleveland in the Central Division. From a team that for 2 years knew nothing but losing as they piled up loss after loss after loss after loss. And by God, some of those were walk-off losses you couldn't believe. A wild pitch, a hit by batter, leading by 3 in the 9th, and we get walked off with a bleeping grand slam. I've seen it happen several times.
I mean, at some point we were even called the new Chicago Cubs.
Yes,
because of how bad we were.
Because of how bad we were losing, how much we were losing, and the ways we were losing.
Mm-hmm. Like we were cursed.
The last 2 seasons sucked.
Horrible.
The last 2 seasons sucked more than every single Cleveland Browns quarterback since 1999, including Shedeur Sanders.
Come on.
I mean,
in a full season, he catches strays.
That ain't no stray. That's an RPG.
Yeah.
Listen.
You're right.
Listen.
You're right.
The last 2 seasons for the White Sox has sucked more out loud than Geno with the Raiders or the New York Jets.
That's true.
Twice.
That's true.
And this is Geno with the Jets 2 times.
Who thought that was a good idea?
They suck worse than Cordell Stewart's tenure with the Bears.
No.
Oof.
They suck worse than Jay Cutler's tenure with the Bears.
That too.
They suck worse than the Cubs celebration after they won the cotton picking thing in 2016.
Yep.
There's a joke I want to make, but I'm going to save it for later because it's not exactly PG. But
Understood.
You know
Understood. I mean, it sucked worse than LeBron James getting busted sucking a blunt on live TV in Cleveland.
Look, I'll do a little bit of self-harm for myself.
Yes, sir.
The past 2 years for the White Sox have sucked more than Mike McCarthy's idea to let Ezekiel Elliott be the center in the divisional round against the 49ers.
The last 2 years for the White Sox have sucked more than Grady Little leaving Pedro win in 2003 against the Yankees.
I was wondering when that would come up.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That sucked worse than the Cubs trying to win the World Series in 2003, only for a minute named Steve Bartman to come along.
Go blame it on Steve Bartman, even though he's not the one that gave up 8 runs.
8. Y'all go blame it on this poor man. And y'all gave up 8 runs.
The last 2 seasons suck more than the Cowboys tying with the Packers.
At least we tied. We were supposed to lose that game. I'll take a tie at this point.
Week 10 this year starts quarter number 6, not quarter number 1, okay?
Yep.
And Victor and Dietz will be on the call with that.
Yes, we will.
I mean, the last 2 seasons has sucked more than Shedeur Sanders' entire college career.
Oh, my God. The man hasn't even played a full season yet. I would have pushed Deshaun Watson before I do.
The last 2 seasons suck more than Deshaun Watson's full career. The last 2 seasons suck more than the Cleveland Cavaliers on May 7th, 1989, when Michael Jordan beat him with a 15-footer at the horn.
Why do we bring that up?
Because it always happens to Craig Elo.
Because it always happens to Craig Elo. I'm going to get hit for this, but I'll say it.
Oh, no.
The last 2 seasons have sucked more than Ryan McCarthy's Jets trying to get into the playoffs.
Or trying to get an interception. I'm sorry, Mr. McCarthy.
I'm not. The last 2 seasons for the White Sox have sucked more than the last 5 NBA drafts.
The last 2 seasons for the White Sox have sucked more than Tua Tagovailoa's CTE bill.
Oh. The last 2 seasons for the White Sox have sucked more than Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins.
In his career in its entirety.
Right.
Minus a couple 500-yard games. The last 2 seasons for the White Sox, I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. The last 2 seasons for the White Sox have sucked more than every other season for the Arizona Cardinals since 2021.
The last 2 seasons for the White Sox have sucked more than Pete Myers' tenure with the Bulls.
2-time. 87 and 94.
Right.
The last 2 seasons have sucked more than Call of Duty Murray playing for FaZe Clan.
There you go.
The last 2 seasons have sucked more than the Chicago Cubs this year after winning after having 2 10-game winning streaks and then having a 10-game losing streak and wondering what they're trying to do in that division. I don't have the button handy, so I had to improvise.
I understand.
The last 2 seasons for the White Sox have sucked more than the current baseball TV programming schedule.
Oh,
agreed.
The last 2 seasons.
The last 2 seasons for the White
blank paywall that we've had to deal with for every sport.
For every Chicago game, you had to fit behind a
bleep bleep
give
blank,
give it this button. Had to fit behind a paywall. Thank you, Chicago Sports Network, for being a total and putting every accessible home game or road game behind a paywall, you bitches. Now, I love Adam Amin, who is the television voice of the Bulls and the Blackhawks. I love Adam Amin. He spoke so lovingly of one Stacey King, and I hope to get Adam Amin on the show one day soon. But I'm pissed at the Chicago Sports Network for not making it available
for everybody
for
in the city.
Chicagoans to not watch games locally because you got to pay $19.95 for a paywall and a Chicago market that needs to have their game streamed and watched free like they did on Sports Vision back in the day. You f***ers.
Sports Vision, Sports Channel.
As my son Dakota would say best, and my wife would echo, stupid f***ers.
The last 2 seasons have sucked more than Triple H's booking and ripping WrestleMania away from New Orleans and giving it back to Las Vegas.
The last 2 seasons have sucked more than the Raiders' tenure in Vegas. The last 2 White Sox seasons have sucked more than the A's tenure in. Oh, wait, they're not there yet. Let me repeat all that.
No, you got it right.
The last 2 seasons for the White Sox have sucked more than the A's last 5 seasons in Oakland. The last 2 seasons for the White. Forgive me in advance. The last 2 seasons have sucked more than the last 7 years of Anthony Davis's career.
Ouch.
Before, during, and after LeBron.
Ouch.
The last 2 seasons for the White Sox, where they lost 123 games, have sucked more than Kyrita Herbal's T career since June 19th, 2016.
And apparently, he's now calling out LeBron James for his BS.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
No comment.
Finally.
No comment. About 7 years too late, Kyrita Herbal T. 7 years too late. The last 2 seasons have sucked more than the Philadelphia 76ers.
Joel Embiid.
Playoff team or not.
Joel Embiid.
The last 2 years have sucked the last 2 years have sucked more than when Kobe sucked the air out of the Target Center.
Thank you, Kevin Harlan. I'll stop there.
Damian, shut up.
Wait, last 2 years sucked more than Drake
And
may
Drake
lose
may losing the MVP and the Super Bowl. Ouch.
Troll.
And
That's a troll and a half.
You
sir.
troll.
That's a troll and a half. Good grief.
I'll do it later. I better stop here. I've
Yeah.
gone way over time.
Yeah, you did.
I better stop here. You got one job, White Sox. Finish the deal. And while I'm finishing the deal, I know it's only June, but seeing the White Sox in first place makes me do this. You get the idea. How many jokes did we make in that segment? That's Snowman's take. What's yours?
And I have one more joke for you. This snowman's take has been brought to you by Arctic Wet Wipes. When you want to wipe away that Cleveland feeling, use Arctic Wet Wipes. Now sold next to Preparation LeBron Cream. You're welcome, Sick. I figured I'd get that in for you.
An ID and more frivolity in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
Here, Bronsexuals.
You fool! What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the morning.
I got nothing after that. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
You know what we actually do got?
Ooh.
I saw
Whoa. Then
Damon, you are lucky Jen's not here.
You're lucky.
Uh-huh.
We owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the morning.
Broadcasting live.
Well, you gonna be dealing with a couch.
Our nation and around the world. This is Snowman Multimedia.
I'm on Alarm Island.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
Who told this lie? We need to see.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
I am cute.
Give me them cocks! Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Okay.
I have an excuse for that one.
What's that?
I was up at 4 a.m.
Oh, you got the excuse for the fact of having the same clip in there twice, but you don't have the excuse of the way
Why
it's
that's there.
up.
Well,
it's really, in the end, just a skill issue. And then you have me after that. Wow.
I still think the best one between Dietz and Jen.
Yes.
Whenever those two get together.
But the way you cut it, it was like, put someone in the middle of the blank field. It's not hard. Then Jen, it's really, in the end, basically a skill issue. Dietz, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna have to find. Now I gotta find that one. Damn you, Victor. Okay, you know what? Let's have some fun. 12:02. We owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the morning.
Broadcasting live in your region, across our nation, and around the world. This is Snowman Multimedia.
We need to see.
Put somebody in the middle of the field.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that game sucks.
You fool!
I'm on Alarm Island.
What the is that?
Give me them cocks!
Now get out my face, you thirsty bitches.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches. Now get the hell out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
Okay, sure. That one you have Wise in there asking, what the is that?
And that was the first time the L came out.
Yes.
The first time that Cole introduced the L graphic. That's the first.
That's the first thing Wise said.
Oh my
Is that
God.
that's the one where I mix Dietz and Jen together?
Yep.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so we got more frivolity to get to, huh?
Yep.
Great.
This time it's Shane's turn.
Yep.
Oh no.
Go ahead, Shane.
Because I know you start, Shane. Don't you even go? Oh no, you started this ish.
Yeah, I did.
And that's my message for the White Sox. Sweep that ish. The joke was right there. I couldn't help it.
I know it was.
It was right there.
As much as I really hate to say this,
Uh-oh.
push the button.
Push the button.
Button pushed.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronsexual Confessions.
I better put my glasses on for this. I got the feeling.
Yeah.
Shane, go.
As we have often said, this ish finds us. We don't actively look for it.
No, we don't.
This one hit me like a Bowie Knife 99 heat-seeking missile.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Because it happened in Forza Horizon 6. Again.
Okay. I'll give you this one first.
So at the end of a race, I had a conversation with a Bronsexual.
What the hell do you mean?
Let me set it up for what happened prior. So Horizon has the whole Horizon Plays thing. And one of the features in it is spec racing, where everybody gets the same car, and it's all determined on skill.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the races was dealing with the 2009 Viper ACR, one of the track-going Dodge Vipers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting up towards the front. I think nothing of it. Within about 25 seconds of the race, going towards one of the checkpoints, I get rammed clear off the track.
Okay.
Who rams me off has the gamer tag of, quote, LeBron James 502.
Oh, boy.
Uh-huh. I recover. I finish inside the top 7, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I messaged the guy post-race, and I'm like, what was that all about, dude? I mean, you couldn't run me clean? You had to run me like LeBron James, who can't do nothing clean? This fool responded back to me saying, get it?
Go ahead.
Quote.
I'll take that as a compliment since LeBron is king and wins championships.
Close dumbass frickin' quote.
Yeah.
Before we continue, here's this.
This moment of Bronsexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic Bronsexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
I had nothing after that. I shook my head. I logged off of Forza. And I was like, I can't believe that just happened. This fool opened his entire mouth and took me calling him LeBron James as a compliment.
Since LeBron James wins championships. Was it 4?
4.
4.
Friend of mine just chimed in behind me. Who takes being called LeBron James a compliment?
Good point.
Apparently this guy does, and he belongs here.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it, like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, and all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
Remember, we don't seek this ish out. This is Randy off the road.
I mean, you definitely don't seek it out when you're playing a racing game.
Exactly.
And some days when that happens, you think,
oh, hell no. It's what I tried to tell Playmaker at one point. We do not actively look for stuff. He does not believe. He's like, no, y'all be looking for this. You have to be.
Don't.
Like, no, trust me. Don't. I've seen it in
Playmaker. I've seen it in communities outside of this. I've known Playmaker 6 years now. We've been brothers 6 years. We don't look for this. It finds us. Often.
To think that I have to deal with it in a Forza Horizon community.
In a Forza Horizon game.
Yes. Like, what are we doing here?
Like, how did this happen?
Yeah. I'm trying to make the corner like everybody else, and this dude completely chops down Mock Jeebus and runs me straight off the track. And then he takes being being called LeBron James a compliment.
Right. Well, he wins championships for.
He's the king, and he wins championships.
Bitch, are you for real? Just like nobody talks about baseball.
20. Yeah. A friend of mine just said, when was the last time LeBron won a championship? 2020.
2020. The COVID championship.
The bubble championship, which we really don't talk about.
Okay, you know what?
2016, because we all know he was Adam Silver's bitch.
Yeah.
And Bronsexuals will tell you
that's a lie. Right. They'll just say, how dare you?
I've had it said to me, and I continue to have it said to me.
Meanwhile, they'll say, blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Stand by, y'all.
As a friend of mine just said, chirping in my ear, LeBron sucks more than a Hoover vacuum.
No.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
He sucks more than that. Okay.
LeBron, you know what? I better close this right now because this will take up the rest of the hour if we go there, and we got the NBA draft to discuss.
NBA draft to discuss?
Which ain't gonna be much of a discussion, but I know how some of these people in these spaces operate, so we're gonna have a little fun with the NBA draft. I'll say it for Dog, and I'll say it for Victor.
Please.
As I said it earlier today. Get the hell out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of the Bronsexual Confessions.
Okay. Before we really close this up, a friend of mine just made a heck of a point, and I got a joke to go with it.
Okay.
So apparently, the Lakers are paying LeBron James to suck. Would that make him a porn star or a hooker?
No.
I mean, he is playing in Los Angeles.
Ooh.
He is playing in Los Angeles. In which Laker fans will tell you,
you tripping.
Yeah.
The NBA draft and our thoughts on it after these.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm sorry, what are these things called?
Spices?
Spices, thank you. My brain went bleh.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
That's my beauty. 18 after the hour, and down the stretch we come on this edition of Snowman in the Morning. And the NBA draft took place last night. Hey, it's the first round thereof.
What did? Yes, it did.
Yeah. Let me put this in simple language.
Who cared?
Who cares? And the reason I say it like that is because half of these guys that got drafted, well, let me try that again. Most of these guys that got drafted last night played only 1 year of college. They were freshmen. You're just growing into your body and into your mind. I don't want to put these guys down because they're doing something I only wish I could do. No cap. They're doing something I only wish I could do. Because first of all, my sport was baseball, then basketball. So I applaud them for getting the bag early. I do. But damn it, I'm old school. You're not ready. And the other question I have is, who the hell are half of these guys?
I mean, outside of 5 or 6 of these kids, I don't know.
The only two familiar names I can give you off the top of my head because I watched them play in a tournament are Cameron Boozer and Keaton Wagler. Cameron Boozer from Duke and Keaton Wagler from Illinois. I saw them play in a tournament. Hell, Keaton Wagler deserved to be drafted early. He led his team to Indianapolis. What was in Indianapolis? The Final Four. At least you got that on your resume. What the hell does Cameron Boozer have on his?
He's from Duke.
And that means what? Huh?
Well, considering that if you're anywhere in North Carolina,
I know.
You're going to Duke.
I know. But like I said, I'm old and I'm old school. You get a chance to play at college, especially with the NIL deals, you would think they would play all 4 years. Which leads me to say this. What if they had NIL deals back in the 80s and the 90s? You think that's not an incentive for these kids to stay put and finish their education and finish growing into their bodies and finish growing into their minds? They're not ready. Now, I've had people prove me wrong, Victor Wembanyama. I've had people prove me wrong, Sean Kemp. I've had players prove me wrong before, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bean Bryant, Darryl Dawkins, Moses Malone. But it's very, very rare. The natural, for me, this is one man's opinion. This is one man's opinion who is 53 years old, about to be 54 next month. I've seen players grow up. Are there exceptions to the rule? Of course there are. Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, the players I mentioned before, especially the late, great Moses Malone out of Petersburg High School in Petersburg, Virginia. I get it. But the difference between them and this crop is simple. They were ready. And you knew these guys.
Also,
you knew who the hell Magic Johnson was from his 2 years at Michigan State. You knew who the hell Isaiah Thomas was. You definitely knew who Michael Jordan was after 3 years at North Carolina. That's the difference. You knew these guys. You knew what they could bring. And I shudder to think what would have happened to the NBA if the great Len Bias would not have stuffed his career up his nose.
Well, it's like I said before. I've said this a couple of times. There's also the incentive and the gratification that there is in this generation. Because God, now with this generation, a lot of these players are not just thinking about themselves.
Right.
Sometimes they are. Most of the time they are. But they're also thinking about their families.
Their family.
You know?
Absolutely. And you're right. You are totally right.
Some of them may feel like their decision is taken away because they're like, you know, if I stay, let's say I start when I'm 18, 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stay for 3 years, right? Which means I'll be about, 21?
Yep.
When I'm ready to go to the NBA?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, something happens. Parents collapse. Emergency happens. House gets foreclosed. Now I need quick money, real fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
To help my family out.
And therein lies the rub. Therein, with me, my old ass. Therein lies the problem, and therein lies the catch-22 situation that these kids face today. I am not. I'm speaking of this from a basketball standpoint.
I agree. I totally agree with you.
I am just speaking from an old school basketball standpoint. All right.
I call college basketball school is where you learn to hone your craft.
Listen, I get the fact. I totally understand the fact that players need instant money because not only of their situation, which is how they got the hell out going to college anyway, but for their family. Totally understand that. Totally understand that. And someone posed the question to me. They said, Snowman, if you were a basketball player or a baseball player and you had a chance to get some quick money to help your family, would you take it? Hell yes.
Right.
When you're in that catch-22, I was disabled for 3.5 years. Does that tell y'all something?
Right.
I was disabled for 3.5 years. Now I'm on the verge of not being disabled anymore and being able to help my family. If anybody understands these kids' plight, you're looking at him.
Right.
You're looking at him. I get it. Trust me. From a different angle, but I get it.
But like I said, I see both sides. I see that side.
Same
but I
here.
also see your point that these kids are not ready to. That's why I say I think it should be 2 years.
They got to play at least 2 years. At least 2 years. I see both sides of the coin here. I do. And again, someone asked me the same thing. If you had a chance to get instant money to help your family, would you? In a heartbeat. In a Chicago minute. F New York. I would do the same thing in a split second. My point is from a basketball standpoint. My point is from a basketball growth standpoint, not from the money side, because God knows. I'll say it a third time. If I was offered a chance to take the instant contract and learn on the fly, you ain't gotta ask twice. But be that as it may, I remember what my dad and my granddad taught me. If it doesn't work, what do you have to fall back on? That is my point. What do you
I hear you.
What do you have to fall back on?
Nothing.
There's my point. If you're gone after your freshman year, when you barely decide what your major is, right? Or when you are steered into a major that you probably don't like. Here's the dark side of college sports. These kids, for the most part, from my eyes, are not allowed to choose their major. Right? A lot of these kids are not allowed to choose to choose their major. And because they're not allowed to because they're not allowed to choose their major, they're not allowed to let their minds develop into what they truly want to do, just in case their sport of choice does not pan out. There's my angle. And Sick Diggy, you are so right. Just don't forget to have a lawyer with you when it's time to negotiate. Because a lot of these kids, I give them credit. I give them a ton of credit. They have boosters. They have what am I looking for? Agents standing by. They have them standing by because all they think about is 7 months from when they enroll, and they're chosen at the top of the draft. Now, who says that a lot of these kids that enter with 4 and 5 star ratings into whatever sport, you can think about whatever sport, football, basketball, baseball, hockey, softball. Listen, The ladies get it right. Okay? The WNBA got it right. You got to graduate before you come into our league. There's a few other things they need to get right, and I'll talk about that at a later time. But my standpoint is this, and I will stick with this until I go 6 feet under. Mentally and physically and basketball-wise, these kids are not ready to take on the challenges of an 82-game season. They're learning all this on the fly. Now, granted, even if you do play 3 years or 4 years, you're still starting at the bottom and you still have to make the roster. The difference is mentally you are prepared just in case you do get cut or just in case you are shuffled around from camp to camp to camp and from team to team to team until you latch onto a team and can make your way up from there. Mentally, you're ready for that challenge because you know you have to prove yourself. A lot of these kids were freshmen that were drafted last night. There is no guarantee that you are going to make a roster, no matter how high or low that you are chosen, because your skills may not be ready for the team that chose you. I mean, the Washington Bullets chose A.J. Dybantsa, #1 overall last night in the first round. And my question is this: who in the Vita Blue, yellow-bellied, red-blooded hell is A.J. Dybantsa? And I asked that question partially jokingly, but I asked that question truthfully because if you notice, last year, all of the focus was on whom? Cameron Boozer. And yet A.J. Dybantsa is the #1 overall pick? What do Cameron Boozer and A.J. Dybantsa have in mind? They're freshmen. They should be learning about how to be on their own. I mean, famous fathers and mothers or not, you got to learn yourself how to be. Hell, I went to college a couple times, and both times it didn't fit me, okay? I will admit that a lot of this stuff, I had, just like the kids that get drafted, had to learn on the fly. All of my production skills, learn that on the fly. All of my hosting skills, learn that by listening.
That's it, 2 years already.
Now it's nothing for these kids to be one and done and drafted now. And that rule needs to go. The one and done rule and the AAU rule has ruined basketball at all levels because you're getting kids that are not fully developed, you're getting kids that are not mentally developed, and you're getting kids that wonder, what the hell do I have to do at the next level, when they should just sit and watch and learn. And a lot of these kids are not ready to do that. They're not ready to do that mentally. They're not thinking, I got to earn my way on this team anyway. They're not good. They'll offer me a contract, but what if I don't make the team? Does any of that play into their minds? What am I going to fall back on? Am I going to be in the G League when the season starts, or am I going to be on the main team? And before they can make it, and before the team can make a decision on whether they're being sent down to the G League or to the main team, what happens with the kids? Half of their money is gone. Half of that bonus they get is gone. And now they have to worry about the maintenance. If I'm wrong, folks, please tell me. Okay? If I have an invalid point, please tell me. I'm willing to listen. But I'm looking at it from an old school standpoint. It does not mean I don't understand the plights of these kids now, especially financially. Lord knows I get it. Even with the rise of the NIL deals.
Will do. Thank you so much.
Okay, I get it. I totally understand. I totally get it. I'm looking at, I will say it again, and I've said it the whole time. I'm looking at this from an old school sports, college sport, an old school college sports standpoint. Okay.
Yeah.
And what worries me the most, being an announcer of 31 years, it's two places. Here and here.
And the second one is the most important. And I always go back to, and I keep forgetting this guy, and I'm mad that I keep forgetting this guy, but he was a former Bulls player. He had just got signed. And he went on a motorcycle trip.
Jay William.
And he got into an accident, and he couldn't play basketball.
Couldn't play again.
And it's like, now what? Now what do you do when basketball? Because remember, your body, your athleticism is a gift.
It is.
What are you gonna do if that gift gets taken away?
And Jay Williams should be a prime example because he never got to play basketball.
Right.
And I'll echo a point that I said earlier in the conversation. What if you don't make the team and you spent half of your bonus?
That's another good point.
What if you don't make, and I go back to what I said a few minutes ago. What happens to you? What happens to you as a player when you get drafted high, say top 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say top 5, not top 10, but top 5.
Right.
And you're one of the 5 that doesn't make the big team.
Right.
Now what? Now what do you do? You get sent down to the G League and being drafted as a freshman. As a freshman.
And not only that, look at one thing we've talked about before. One thing that Michael Jordan actually majored in, he majored in not only business, but also media.
Journalism.
Which really should be hitting home for a lot of these players because a lot of these scandals, a lot of these social media or media scandals would not be happening. And that should fall on the coach. The coach should be having his players, especially players that he think are going to be high draft prospects, having a chance to talk to media journalists or media professors and teach them how to deal with media, how to be media savvy.
When Michael Jordan was at North Carolina, he took journalism classes.
Mm-hmm.
Michael went pro after his junior year at North Carolina in 1984, went on to be 85 Rookie of the Year, but he went back his senior year and finished his degree. Same with Vince Carter.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys go back and finish. Shaquille O'Neal. Not only his undergrad, but his doggone master's from Louisiana State University.
And that's why they are so successful. Michael Jordan never has to put on a pair of shoes again if he didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, he could. If he wanted to, he could probably come back and probably dominate again.
But he's set for life.
But he's set.
I don't think he needs to worry about money, especially with what that race team is doing right now.
Exactly.
He's so business savvy, it's not even funny. And I'm learning my business savvy from the beautiful woman I am married to. We're gonna be set. This crew is going to be set. I worry about the kids that get drafted early, way too early.
and then something happens to
and
them.
something happens to them, a catastrophic injury, an accident, the motorcycle accident that you brought up with Jay Williams in 2001.
Yeah.
Okay. Kellen Winslow Jr., drafted high by the Cleveland Browns. That should tell you something.
Oh.
But there's a cautionary tale to this. Kellen Winslow Jr., he got into a motorcycle accident, couldn't play for 2 years. Now what? Though that's the simple 2-word question that I have for these kids.
And that every one of them should have for themselves. Now
what?
What happens after that dream is gone?
You've got to think about beyond your sport of choice.
Yeah.
I got a cautionary tale that a lot of people don't think about but should remember. His name is Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray was a 2-sport star, football and baseball.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of speculation when he was at Oklahoma that he would take the baseball contract, which would have had his body last a whole lot longer and have the money be a whole lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you can defer the hell out of that and get paid for life. Nope. He took the football money.
Right.
And what happened? 3 significant injuries later, he's traded. And has to start all over again.
He's traded, and he's traded, and unfortunately, his fate's kind of sealed.
Yep.
Because he already has so many problems already.
Yep. A lot physical and a lot mental.
Mm-hmm.
And I say a lot mental because anybody remember the playbook incident with Kyler Murray?
Yep.
Where he refused to look at it?
Yep.
He refused. It got so bad they put a clause in his contract.
Yeah.
Which Minnesota needs to do immediately.
Immediately. Without question.
They need to put that same clause. Everybody that is not a junior or higher that gets drafted, you need the same clause in your contract.
Yeah.
Because you got to concentrate. You've got to level up. You've got to be ready. No, not be ready. Stay ready.
Yeah. Everybody can get ready.
Everybody can I can get ready to call a game. But the question is, in your mind and in your heart, do you stay ready?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking at with some of these kids, and some of them didn't pan out.
Right.
Now, have I seen AJ Dybantsa from BYU play on a regular basis? No. And kudos to him and congratulations to him for being drafted number 1 overall.
Right.
But again, from my standpoint, from these eyes, who the hell is AJ Dybantsa? I hope that everyone, to finish this off before we go to break, I hope that every one of these kids that got drafted to whatever team they got drafted go about the process of proving me wrong. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Wembanyama did it. And I had my doubts about him when his name started getting mentioned, and I asked the same question that I asked him AJ Dybantsa. Who the hell is Victor Wembanyama? Boy, did I find out.
You found out quick.
I found out, and I will listen. If I find out about these kids at the pro level, I will happily sit in front of this camera and this microphone and said, well, Cameron Boozer made a liar out of me at the next level.
Right.
Well, AJ Dybantsa showed me who he was and made a liar out of me at the next level. I will happily say that. And I got no problem doing so.
Right.
I've been proven wrong before. That's y'all's assignment. Prove me wrong again. Please. I'll watch. Okay? Dig it. I'll watch. I'll do an NBA Wednesday game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see these kids succeed. I want to see them succeed more than anything else in the world. I am a father and a grandfather. I am a husband. I want to see my family succeed more than anything else in this world. My advice to the kids that are coming in, get your mind right, get your heart right, and prove a snowman wrong. Let's see what you made. Let's see what you're made of. I am willing to look. I am willing to watch. Give me this headset here. I am willing to put this headset on and call your games and see what you're made of. I want to find out, man. It just worries me that they get drafted this early and they don't have the whole package together. But on the other side of that coin, if you do have the entire package together, how many times do you have to show your team that you do have the package together? You got to pay your dues. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You got to pay your dues. It's time to pay. It's time to pay your dues. You got selected within the first 10, within the top 10, okay? Now you got to start at the bottom and build your equity back up again. You got to start over. Now, if they have the mental capacity to accept that and go with it, then damn it, go with it. Give me this headset. You see this? I'm already planning an NBA Wednesday game of the week on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. I will happily take a look.
And let me say this right now. This is not just a guy thing.
No.
Ladies, same thing.
It is not just a guy thing. It's an athlete thing.
Yeah. So ladies of WNBA, same thing.
Same thing.
Take your time.
Damn thing. And what I applaud about the WNBA, you have to graduate before you come into the league. You have to graduate.
Good.
Love that. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Please. Whew. Those are my thoughts. One more thing to do, and then we're getting out of here. And it's my concerns about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Is the league against them? Is the coach against them? I'll talk about it in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE,
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm sorry, you're what are these things called?
Spices?
Spices, thank you. My brain went bleh.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
After everything I said about the state of college basketball, allow me 30 seconds, please. I'm going to save my Indiana Fever / Caitlin Clark rant for Friday when Allison is here.
Okay, when Allie is here.
I want Allie to be here and tell me if I'm wrong. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus,
I feel that.
The Fever play tonight against Phoenix.
I will say this. I'm getting a little alarmed because I'm starting to see a lot of mistakes from Caitlin Clark. I'm starting to see her becoming very sloppy with the basketball.
And that concerns me.
That's not her.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I said, around the All-Star break, we will see the old Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
We will see the old. We will see the old Caitlin.
Yes.
We will see the old Caitlin Clark. By the All-Star break, just needs time, and plus she gets another month off,
right, to really heal up
with the FIBA tournament.
Right.
Like, remember, she's still healing from injuries. I'm going to allow that to stand. Okay.
Yeah.
But to finish things up, wait a minute. Dog said you had some MLB news for us. What you got?
So, we're a little bit more baseball to wrap things up today.
All
I don't know how many of y'all remember last year during the Hall of Fame ceremony weekend. MLB did something kind of interesting, and all 30 teams wore throwback hats to their old generations.
Yeah,
they're doing it again this year.
Nice, I love it.
The hats have actually been announced.
Okay.
Arizona's going back to 1998.
Okay. Nice.
The Oakland A's, screw Sacramento, screw Las Vegas, are going back to their green hats from the 68-69 era.
I love it.
Okay.
Atlanta is going back to 1981 with their blue hats.
Woo! I love those.
Baltimore is going back to 63 with the orange bee on the front of the hat.
Oh, the orange bee. Okay.
My beloved Red Sox are going back to the 30s with the red bee. Chicago, you've got two of them. The Cubs are going back to 1914.
Ooh.
Wow.
The Chicago White Sox are going back to 1949 with the big old white C on the front.
Oh,
All right.
I know that one.
Dig it.
Cincinnati, 1930. The gray red with the red C.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Indians, 1973, with the tribal C.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Colorado, going back to 2003, with the purple hat with the CR in black.
Uh-huh.
Detroit, 1918, with the old letter D.
Yes.
Old letter D. Okay.
The old English D.
Houston is going back to 2002 with the Texas Star front end.
I like that.
Kansas City's going Columbia blue.
Yep. The LA Angels, 1961, black and red with the halo on the top.
Yep.
Nice.
The LA Dodgers are going back to 1912 when they were back in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yep.
The Marlins have basically worn this hat all season anyway with their throwback uniforms. The typical inaugural year Marlin front.
Oh, the Marlin.
Yes.
The Brewers are throwing it back to 1994 with the MB on the front.
With the MD, the Motada. Minnesota going back to 1987 with the Big M.
With their championship year.
Yep.
The Mets are going back to 98.
The black and blue.
Black and blue.
Yankees are going back to 23.
Yep, they're going back to their original. Philadelphia is going with the red P from 1913. Pittsburgh's throwing it back to the 70s.
With the gold and black.
Yep, black bill, gold cap, black P on the front. San Diego's throwing it back to 1991. Blue cap, white S, orange D.
Yep, the years of Hoffman.
Yep, the San Francisco Giants are throwing it back to 1973 with the orange baseball and the word Giants across the front of it.
Yep.
Seattle's going back to 1994.
Yep, the green hat.
Yep. St. Louis going back to 1939.
With the STL.
Tampa Bay is going back to the Devil Ray era.
The green look.
And the last one, Shane?
I would say it, but my website literally just crashed because there's a few other ones. Toronto. The Toronto Blue Jays are doing one finally that doesn't have a white front end because they're going back to the mid-90s.
Right.
Right. Texas is doing a weird one because they're throwing not too far back.
Yeah, they're 2001.
And Washington is going back to their inaugural year in 2006 with the DC on the front.
When they played at RFK Stadium.
Walla Walla, Washington.
Shut up, Victor.
So I like the idea, but if I was MLB, I would make an exception for the weekend and let the teams run a throwback uni to go with it.
Yeah,
I would too. I
get the fact of doing the whole 4+1 thing, but when it's a Hall of Fame weekend, look at what the NFL does with the throwback jerseys for the Hall of Fame game.
Oh yeah.
Look at what the NBA did. Why not add? Why not just add one more?
Remember the Chicago Bulls script jerseys?
Yes.
The cursive jerseys.
Yeah. Oh,
I remember those.
Yeah, I remember those. All right, we got to get the heck up out of here. No baseball today because if you can hear my voice from going off earlier, I got arrested because there's a Fever game tonight at 7 o'clock is the pregame, 7:30 is the tip. I'll keep my eye on the White Sox and the Indians and the White Sox. You got one job, Chicago White Sox. Finish the job.
Yeah.
Sweep their asses.
Which means we're going to have to save the Patreon taping for a later date.
Yeah, we got to save the Patreon because I need my voice. And after tonight, the next Fever game will be Saturday. So I get a couple days to rest. Yep. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, Do bigger. We are. We hope y'all are too. Full 3-hour show tomorrow. So long, everybody. Keep a snowman in your prayers. I will be doing some fundraising this week to get some new equipment and to help out my family. So long, everybody.